So guys, I really don't know how to start this video, to be honest. You guys are all here for the same reason. There's some things that need to be addressed before I'm able to move forward with my life and move forward in general. I never thought that I'd have to do this, but some things are just too far gone, you know? I've been silent for so long. I've been forced to be silent. I've always tried to put soul first. I didn't want to speak too much or say the wrong things because me and her mother have to be, have to realize that whatever we say could affect her in the future. You know what I mean? People are gonna remember this. I'm making this video just because I know I owe it to you guys. There's truth that need to be told. I don't care about how many views this gets. I don't care if it gets 5 views or 5 million views. This is just the only way I really know how to explain what's really going on. I just want to let you guys know, or to be aware that after this video, be prepared for a response from the mother, just because she might not like some of the things I say. So just be prepared. And once that happens, then we'll all be prepared. We'll be able to move forward if that happens. Me even deciding to do this really is stemming from what happened today. So today we had a visitation with Celine, and it was a visitation where Celine was able to see my family for the first time in 3 months. Not one person in my family has been able to see her besides me. So this was definitely a victory to me and my family. This was a very big deal. Naturally, I wanted to post it. I wanted to share it. I wanted to let you guys kind of know what was going on. And because of that, there was a lash out from the mother that was saying some kind of crazy, hurtful, false things once again. And at this point, it's just too far. Like it's just too much. I realize it doesn't matter what I do, that there's gonna be some type of response, regardless if there's, her name's left out of it, regardless of the situation left out of it, there's always gonna be a response. So it's my time to let you guys know what's really going on. I wrote down, sorry if you guys you see me talking on my phone, because I wrote down a bunch of talking points because I wanna make sure I talk about all the things that I wanna talk about and don't miss it. I've been thinking about this for the last hours. I really wanna make sure I don't miss anything or I ramble on, so I'm sorry if I do, but I'm gonna try my best. The first thing I want to address is the restraining order. So Shyla had a temporary restraining order against me. This is just so you guys know what's really going on, because a lot of the misconception of the DMs that I've been getting have been like, he must have done something wrong. She has a restraining order against him. You can't get a restraining order without blah, blah, blah. False. I'm about to your guys' mind because I did not know this either. So with a temporary restraining order, this is what you can do. You can go right now, say a bunch of false allegations, things that aren't true. You can say, look, I have this bruise on my body from so-and-so. He's been hitting me for years. I'm scared for my life. I need help. And they will grant a temporary restraining order on the spot with no evidence of anything. It's called a temporary restraining order. It lasts 7 days. After the 7th day, you can ask for an extension. When you get the extension, that goes to your actual court date. When you have your actual court date, that's when you have to prove it with actual evidence, and that's how the actual restraining order gets instated. Like it becomes a real thing. We have not got to that date yet. A temporary restraining order is what she received off things that were not true. So she was able to get the restraining order off false allegations. Anybody is able to do this. You don't have to actually do anything wrong. Okay, so someone is illegally able to keep you away from your kid all the way to your court date. That's all I'm gonna really say about that. There was no real restraining order. It was a temporary restraining order, and that's how she was able to receive it. Anybody can do this, like I said. The second thing I wanna talk about is domestic abuse. Never ever did I ever put hands on the mother of my child. I don't want to talk, so much about the actual truth because I want to stay away from bashing her as much as possible. This isn't a video about bashing her. This isn't what this is for. This is really just to clear my name and let you guys know the truth about what's going on as best as I can. I want you guys to know there's a real world out there where men get abused. It should be taken just as serious as a woman being abused. And really it comes down to whoever files first. So back to the temporary restraining order, whoever files for it first wins 90% of the time. And that's the sad truth about this. I've learned so much about the law and about the system, how it works, that it's a sick, twisted game that you don't want to play. So please protect yourself. Know, your ins and outs, knows what's going on, and just be prepared. You do not want to happen to you what happened and is currently happening to me. The third thing I want to address is the kidnapping / gun charges. So there was three charges pending against me, which were domestic abuse, kidnapping, and the gun charges. So the kidnapping, also extremely false. The kidnapping allegation was also about your dear friend, and my dear friend Joseph, which has been Soul's uncle, Soul's godfather, the person who's watched her, helped her, cleaned her, bathed her, did a lot more for her than a videographer who lives with you should ever have to do. But he genuinely loves her and has a genuine connection with her, and Soul loves that man. So the kidnapping has to do not only with me, but has to do with Joseph. That's the allegation. So when it comes to the kidnapping is again another thing that is extremely false. Not only has to do with me, but the allegation also has to do with Joseph, the videographer, Soul's uncle. It's so false and fake, it's just like not even funny. It was really the worst one of all. Soul's never been kidnapped. I never kidnapped her. Kidnapping is fleeing with her and no one knows where you're at. Never have I ever done that. Never would I ever do that. It was just another false allegation to build her story, which never happened. Legally, I can only say so much. But if Joseph wants to speak his piece, you guys know he's not someone who's, in front of the camera, doesn't really feel comfortable with that. He was also Shyla's friend, so he has a lot to battle. But I know that this whole thing really hurt him. It really bothered him. He's lost sleep over it. And I know he wants to talk about it and clear his name as well, because it's just a horrendous lie that no one should have to deal with. So if he feels comfortable speaking about it and letting you guys know the truth about that situation, like the real truth, then that's on him. And, I can only talk to him and see if he wants to do that for you guys, but that's as far as I'll go for that. Gun charges, it was said that I have illegal guns. I've done stuff with illegal guns and blah, blah. That's false. That's extremely false. The gun charges was basically just saying that I have illegal guns in the house. I've dealt with illegal guns. I've done all this illegal stuff, done all this illegal activity. Extremely false. Never have I done anything with illegal guns. Another thing I want to talk about is Soul's privacy / using for clout, because the mother keeps talking about using her child, which is my child as well, for clout, which is I just don't understand. And it's frustrating because we've had a family YouTube channel for over 3 years. We posted our daughter every single day since she's been born. And the mother also created an Instagram for our child that she ran solely by herself, that she posted on there frequently. So I don't understand. I don't know when this whole thing about privacy and posting for monetary gain and clout ever came into her mind, but that's not true. I'm a proud father, famous or not, clout or not, followers or not. I post my daughter every single day regardless. That's not gonna change. And I think that's just a nonsense thing to say, and it's just completely disrespectful. A couple things that I just read in DMs that I wanna touch on that have been said multiple times. All of our videos being gone. I don't think they're gone. I don't have access to my YouTube at all. I'm completely locked out to the LNS channel. I don't have anything to that. I'm just not, it's like I was never part of it, I guess. All the videos I believe are archived, and they're archived for a reason. The same person who alleged I did all these things to her is the same person who we have a recent video like this year, not that long ago, talking about we're ready for baby number 2. So having a video saying we want baby number 2 not that long ago doesn't look that good on her behalf, on her story that she's trying to sell. That's why all the videos are gone, because they paint a picture that she doesn't want to paint. That's why all the videos are gone. LNS is gone. LNS will never be continuing. The last thing I want to address as a talking point, at least, because I feel like I literally need to address it, is for the people who are saying, she stuck with you through cancer. Like, how could you do this, blah, blah, blah. Just so you guys know, this experience that I'm going through right now is by far worse than my cancer experience. I don't wish what I'm going through on any person, on any man, on any dad. And just so you guys know, my cancer experience is part of the reason why we're not together anymore. I realized a lot during that experience. A lot of harsh things were said, a lot of insensitivity, just things that you can never go back on happened. And that's part of the reason why we're here today. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't wanna go again too much into detail about it for now. So just please stop with that, because you guys have no idea what you're talking about at all. So that's basically the talking points that I really wanted to cover. I'm gonna let you guys know that really all this happening and all this happening to me is really not because of a breakup, it's not because of abuse, it's not because of any of these things. The real reason is, it's sad to say, it's a money issue, is the real reason. Money really is the root of all evil, and it's really a money issue is really what's going on right now. It's sad to say, but that's the truth. And the last thing I really want to leave you guys with is that I don't wish harm, I don't wish unsuccess, I don't wish illness, I don't wish anything on the mother of my child. I wish her the best. I hope for the best for her. I hope that she finds someone in the future who loves her just as much as I did. And I hope that she just continue to, I hope that she's able to move on and get back to her normal self. And I just really, really do want the best for her. So yeah, guys, I just want to get in here and speak my piece. That's all I have to say for now. And I guess we'll see what happens next. But also the last thing is, I'm not even mad at the people who are talking crazy shit because you just didn't know any better. I understand it. You hear all these crazy things. It's on TMZ. You're like, God damn, fuck this dude. I get it. But now you know, you're knowledgeable now. You understand how a restraining order is placed. You understand all of these things. I hope that you could just see by this woman's actions what's really going on, posting crazy things about me and Joe, and it's just out of hand. But anyways, again, that's it for now, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for your continuous support, and I'll talk to you guys soon.